I'm going to make 200 million with pink petals in Minecraft. This has got to be my most requested farm, so we're not waiting any longer. Today, I'm designing a full McDonald's pink petal farm, and I'll be dropping the schematic in my Discord. But first, we need to actually build it. Unlike my other farms, you can't just place this one anywhere. It has to be in a cherry grove biome so the pink petals can spawn. Let's go find a spot. This has got to be the smallest one I've ever seen. Hey, that did not take too long. Oh, it's got a village in it too. Now we're not going to be able to use this one because there's a dripstone cave here. This will count as a new biome and won't grow the pink petals. So we have to keep looking. Is this someone's base? Just found someone's base. I'm going to leave them a little gift. There they go. Okay, back to it. Okay, we found another. So we're going to dig down once again. And as you can see, it still says Cherry Grove. So this is perfect. Okay, so this whole area is Cherry Grove, and this will be enough room. I'm just going to need to dig it down a bit more. Now I tried making one of these farms myself, but it didn't look as good as the one I saw online. I'm sure you've all seen the V7. Shout out to the dude that made it. I'll leave him in the description so you can check him out, but I definitely took inspiration from him. Now I'm going to make my own tweaks to it, but the main idea is from him. Alright, let's get started. So we're going to bone meal it now to make sure that pink petals will spawn. So if I right click here, as you can see, pink petals. Now I just need to continue building it. Okay, I've made 2 layers. What I'll try to do is add some bone meal and make sure that the modules are working. Now that that's added, let's turn it on. We'll flick the lever. As you can see, it's definitely working. This time around, I'm thinking having one of these, so 7 high. So what I'll do now is just finish this one off and then figure out the spacing after. Okay, so I definitely don't have enough room, so I'm going to start digging out the roof here. But as I started digging up, I've hit this. So hopefully no one finds us before the challenge is over, but this isn't good. Okay, 7 modules are done. Alright, if I switch it on, it should start raining down. But I won't leave it on too long because it's gonna make a lot. Yep, look at that. Now, I'm gonna build another one of these right here. Okay, that's the second tower done. First, I'm just gonna put up a glass wall. Alright, that's one side done. I'm just gonna map out how we're gonna do this water. So I think I'm gonna have the floor a little higher, have the flowers come down, go along here, and then go across the top of some item sorters, and then they will load into shulkers. Now I'm just going to go ahead and make the loaders. I think there should be enough room. I'm going to make them. They're going to go across the top and then come back around and go in a circle. And then I'll do the same for that side. Now I need to set the hoppers so they sort the right items. So first off, I'm going to need an anvil and a random item. So I have sticks. I'll rename them to sorter. Right, now if I place 4 sticks here, they'll stay, and then I'll put a stack of pink petals. Now only pink petals can go through. I was thinking of doing them each one by one, so I'll do this one pink petals, this one seeds, this one pink petals, this one seeds. because the items will get picked up faster. Alright, now let's turn it on and see if it works. Yep, so it looks like it's working perfectly. It's all getting sorted down. And then if we come down here, we can see that it's being sorted. Okay, both of these are done now. So 2 auto sorters and the 2 towers. Now I'm going to start on the floor and just map out where everything else is going to go. Okay, I've just done a very basic floor. You'll be able to see through the floor with all the pink petals coming through and the seeds, and I've just done a basic chest room. Next, I'm going to link up the full shulkers, do an item elevator, and get them to the loot room. Okay, all the full shulkers will end up here. I need them to get up there. I need the elevator to be here. I'm going to throw a couple different items in here and make sure it's working. So if I do this, yep, and they're all going up, yep, and it's in storage. Now I'm just going to work on the Shulker autocrafter. So I'm going to need a spot for throwing the chests and shulker shells. Then the shulkers are used for the shulker loaders. So as you can see, it stopped crafting. The chest is this full because it's giving enough of a signal to stop the circuit. So that's perfect. This is all full now. Now I'm at the top of the modules. I'm going to need to make the bone meal crafters now. So let's get a start on that. Okay, that's both crafters done. I'm going to make the unloaders. I'm going to skip showing it because it's boring to look at. I've already shown it in my other videos, but let me do that now. Okay, that's 4 unloaders done. Now I'm just going to work on the trail above to get the shulkers into them. Alright, that's everything set up. When the unloaders are empty, signal gets sent, shulkers filled with bones come up here, they go on a loop. Once they're full, they fall down here, go back into storage, and that's where they're all held. And this line of redstone will send the signal down, turning on that circuit. Also, I've added this water elevator. You can place your shulkers filled with bones into these chests, and they'll get sent down these hoppers, sent up this water elevator, and go straight into storage. Now I'm just going to add a button to jumpstart the unloaders, and a lever to turn on the farm. We'll do a little test here. Press the button, activates them all. Yep, okay, that's working. Now I'm just going to link up the lever to turn the farm on. Alright, now the lever should work. If I flick this, farm turns on. They come down here, you should see them. Right there. And they're coming into the system. So that's perfect. Okay, the mechanism is pretty much all complete now. We have the modules, the autocrafter, the auto sorter and loaders, the chest room, the unloaders, and the crafters. The last thing we need now, which everyone has pretty much been asking for, is a spot to place your spawners and throw the bones, or just a place to throw your bones from your orders, which is the last thing I'm going to do before I fully design this. And I think I'm going to add that right here. Okay, so this is all done now. The shulkers that are filled with bones will get shot out into this dropper, and then up here, and links into the same hopper line where you would place your shulkers filled with bones, and then they'll get sent to the top. Now we can quickly test this by throwing some bones. Okay, so it's ready to throw bones. If I just throw them from my orders here, so I'll just start throwing this. They should all be going in a loop, getting collected, and they're all getting spat out. And if we follow it, they're loading up into here and getting shot up into storage. And they've already been sent up, and now the loaders are full. So if I press this, yep, they've all placed. And now they're slowly going to start crafting. And here too. Now, before I start designing it, I'm going to place down some more spawners. And hopefully it's not like last time where I'm going to lose them straight away. So let's just hope no one finds these. and that makes 1,000. So while that's AFKing, I'm going to build the design. Now to do the most important part. Okay, now that's perfect. Let's try without night vision. Looks so much better. Okay, now I'm going to do this wall. And that's the other one. Okay, this wall's done, this wall's done. I'll do the roof now, and then just finish up the final touches here and here. Now, as I was building the last pole to finish this, I saw something. Okay, so I think someone's already found the base. As you saw through the wall, that looked like a name tag. So unless I can talk to him, he's gonna grief it. So I'm guessing I'm gonna have to make a new one already. But at least I have a design, so it will be quicker this time. But yeah, this sucks. Okay, I've logged back in today, and it's not griefed. So here's a quick look at what I made. Now, I did mine all my spawners, I just left one, because I didn't want to risk another 1,000. But I threw heaps of bones in, and left the farm running for about 15 hours, and all the farm is here. So, the challenge is still on. We need to make 200 million. Alright, so there's still 115,000 bones in here, so I'm just going to throw them. Alright, they're all thrown. Now, I'm going to keep the farm running, and do my first sell. I'm actually very happy with how this farm turned out. I think it looks so good. Now, the reason these farms are so good is because you get the pink petals. Pink petals at base price with no multi go for $4 and seeds go for $2. But I have a 1.7x multi on natural items and crops. So that gives me $6.80 per pink petal and $3.40 per seed. Alright, now knowing that, let's do our first sell. I've put my balance to 0 so we can clearly see when we hit 200 mil. Let's start. Okay, not bad at all. We're at 92 million, so we're almost halfway. What I'm going to do is throw heaps more bones and keep this on for another day, and then hopefully we'll make it there. I'm praying that we do not get griefed. Alright, turn it on. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Alright, it's the next day, and the farm's still on. I'll turn it off for now. This thing got so close to being full, it's only 3 rows off. I'm praying that we get to 200 million from this cell. I am praying. Alright, wish me luck. $180 mil, we're so close. We did it! 200 million. Wait, there's still more to sell, let me finish it off. 211 million. We got over what we needed. Honestly, this challenge has been pretty fun. I actually enjoyed making it. Now, there was something I didn't tell you. Because someone found the base, I had one of my team members make a new farm. So this is not the same farm, this is a duplicate. And there's a whole storage ready to sell. I'm going to sell this on top of the 200 million I've already made, and then we'll see what we're at. We made 295 million. So, that's the challenge over. If you want this farm, the schematic will be in my Discord, and the link to my Discord is in the description. Thank you. Please sub. Bye.